Welcome to another Webfire Marketing Tips video. On this one, we'll be talking about the 3-day money method, which is basically a sales marketing trick involving some essentially deals and discounts and some email tricks to basically make a lot of money super fast. This works especially well if you already have a list, but even if you don't, it can work as you build one up as well. Now, with these trainings, each week we'll be doing a new video, a new analysis, or webinar on marketing tips and advice, and we'll also give you a chance to win $100. To get the trainings and a chance to win $100 for free, make sure to join our free Facebook group at getwebfire.com/FB group. It's that red link that you see right there on the screen. Again, it's getwebfire.com/FB group. This week, you'll see a simple to follow method that can help you make not only a lot more money, but a lot of money fast. We call this the 3-day money method. People oftentimes think of any excuse to really delay their buying decision. Even if they have very good intentions of coming back to buy, many of them oftentimes won't unless they're really pushed to make a decision fast. This is why furniture stores, for instance, seem to always have a super duper deals only this weekend, despite how they have them almost every week. Rather than risking you basically paying hundreds of dollars more on that new sofa set you really like that you might want, you're more motivated to buy right then and there to secure your discount. Discount deals can work great, especially online, but we've developed a method that absolutely kills it. We call it the 3-day money method because it can bring more money into your business in 3 days than what you might make in it for that entire month, or in some cases, even several months. And it can even be set up to be completely evergreen and on autopilot as well. Here's how it works. Step 1. You set up a special deal. The larger the discount, the better. 50% off is absolutely awesome, or a big bonus if not a discount is okay as well, and have the deal go for 3 days. Now, this doesn't work well if you have a tiny bonus, like if you have like a $10 product and you're like, hey, save $1, no one's really gonna care. If you do like a minor discount, it has to be some kind of a big bonus that they get as well. But ideally, have a big discount and or some kind of a big bonus that they get as well. Step 2 is to then add a timer countdown to your page, and optionally on the actual emails that you send as well. You can actually have a countdown timer on the emails, but you also want to for sure have them on the sales page itself where you basically mention your discount deal and where they can buy. We use and recommend this one right here that you see. It's the timermagic.com. So again, if you go to timermagic.com, you can see the exact one that we use and that we actually built from scratch because we think it's the best one on the market and can do all the stuff that we want and more. And again, super easy. So again, you can just check that out at the link you see there, which again is timermagic.com. And it just looks like this right here. In fact, this is basically a screenshot from the sales page of it, and it shows off one of the countdowns that you can easily make. Now, you can change the style, you can change the color, you can change, I mean, just tons of stuff about it. You can change the look and everything. So this is just one example right here. And when you use a countdown timer, you want to make sure that not only do you have a countdown, ideally at the top of the page, you also want it ideally above the buy now button or above the link that they use to basically buy. There's also an option where you can have it in the footer of a page as well. So it like follows them like as they scroll down or scroll up, they'll always see a countdown at the bottom of the page. You can do all that stuff quickly and easily, as well as have it within your emails if you want as well right there. So pretty cool stuff. And again, you don't have to be a techie to make one with this site here. So after you do that, on step 3, you want to set up a series of emails to email your list or your prospects on about the special deal. You'll want a total of 6 emails over 3 days for this to work well. Now, don't try to cut this short. Don't try to jip it. Don't think, oh, my guys don't like a lot of emails. I'll just email, once or twice. It won't work then. You have to follow what we do right here for this to work. There's a reason, there's a method to the madness here. So on day 1, you'll want, so if you have like a 3-day discount deal where you have a discount for 3 days, on the first day, you'll want to email them just once on the first day to notify them about the deal. This is where you'll announce the discount in the email itself as well as in the subject line. Now you can have a subject line, something like huge half-off deal for a limited time. Now it doesn't have to be that, that's just an example. You want to announce the deal to them, and you want to say that the deal ends at midnight on X day, where that would be basically the end of the 3rd day. We often use Friday to Sunday, but you don't have to do the same. As long as it's a 3-day period, that's fine. But again, most oftentimes we do like Friday to Sunday. Occasionally we'll do, Thursday to Saturday and stuff, but usually Friday to Sunday is the one that we usually do. And of course, you can modify this a little bit. Like if you want it to be like a 4-day deal, that's okay. If it has to be like a 2-day deal, it's not as good, but we found the 3-day deal is the best. So make sure you try to stick to what we have right here. Now, you'll likely get some sales on the first day, but not necessarily a ton. So if you don't get a lot of sales on the first day, even if you don't get any sales, like let's say you have a really small list, even if you don't get any sales on the first day, don't be alarmed yet, because that's perfectly okay. So on day 1, you'll likely get some sales, but it won't necessarily seem like, oh, wow, this is really great. You'll say, oh, well, that's okay, but just wait. On day 2, you'll want to email them 2 times, and you'll want to remind them about the deal. So again, on the 2nd day, you'll email them twice, once in the morning and once, in the afternoon or evening is fine. And you'll want to continue to announce the deal, but have the subject lines and the text in the email that you send make it clear that the deal ends tomorrow. So, again, a little more sense of urgency here. You likely won't get a lot of sales on this day, if any, but that's okay. In fact, we've had some huge amount of sales by essentially doing these three-day methods, and day 2 is almost always the slowest day. In fact, we've had some that have done really well that sometimes don't get like any sales on day 2, and that's okay, because the magic happens on day 3. On day 3, you'll want to email them 3 times on the 3rd day to alert them about the deal coming to an end. You'll want to email once in the morning, once in the late afternoon or the evening, and once in the late evening or night. Because again, if the deal ends at midnight, you don't want to go too late. But if you send like once in the morning, once in the late afternoon or early evening, and once maybe around like 9 or 10 at night, that would be ideal right there. In it, you'll want to continue to announce the deal, but have a greater sense of urgency, because again, the deal ends that day, maybe in a matter of hours or even minutes. So the subject lines and the email itself should be like the following. It can be like final day of half-off deal in the morning, or the one in the late afternoon or evening can be warning, only a few hours left to save big. And the final one, which would be sent maybe a couple hours prior to the deadline, could be final warning, deal ends any minute, or only minutes left. Something along those lines right there. Again, they don't have to be word for word or anything like that. This is just to give you a general idea. We change the subject lines and stuff around a lot, so it's just a general idea here to help. If you follow this method, you'll likely get a lot of sales on the final day. Most of them will be in the final few hours. In fact, sometimes in the final hour, you'll get more sales than like all the prior sales of the 3-day event, or the 3-day sales deal right there. So as it gets closer and closer, the sales usually become more and more and more. And in the final minutes, there's usually a lot of sales right there. Now, here's why it works and some extra tips. This works because people need to be motivated to buy, and they don't want to lose out on the special price for fear of having to pay more later or not get a bonus. they need constant reminders, which is why we recommend mailing more as the deadline nears. So once on the first day, 2 times on the second day, and 3 times on the third day. So 1, 2, and 3. Now, again, you'll probably get some sales on the first day. You likely won't get much if anything, on the second day, and then you'll tend to get a lot more on the third day, especially towards the very end. Like in the morning, you might not get a ton, but definitely in the evening and night on the third day, that's when most of the sales will come in. Now, here's a pro tip. This can work really great for webinars as well, where once the webinar is done, you can email your list on the replay for it with the special deal for 3 days. So you can have the replay be the 3-day countdown. Now, you don't have to do this with the webinar. It works for any deals out there. Another pro tip is this can set up to be completely evergreen if you want as well, where each person has their own 3-day countdown. So if you use timermagic.com, for instance, it can do both these options. So you can have it, if someone goes to your page, they can have their own 3-day countdown start right then, or any form of countdown that you want. But you can also have it, so let's say you want to email your entire list and you want a deal to end on Sunday, you can have a set time that everyone sees as well. So both options can work. Usually, if you're mailing a list, I would do the set time. So if you're mailing everyone, like if you're doing like a broadcast, I would pick like a set time where you have like the 3-day deal and that's it right there. But if you're doing like a lot of paid ads on Facebook or stuff like that, and like every day you're getting a lot of leads, in a case like that, you could have it so everyone that goes to your page or basically opts in, could have their own 3-day countdown. So you can easily do both those options within the timermagic.com site. Now, here's another pro tip here. You'll get a lot of sales as you approach midnight, so sometimes it can be best to just go to sleep and either take down the discount page or change the price or the deal in the morning when you wake up. So don't feel like you have to, like, right on the dot at midnight take that deal down. I mean, if you go to sleep at 9 or 10 at night or 11, that's fine, and you can change it around in the morning. Now, even if you leave that special page up for like 6 hours or 7 or 8 hours or whatever it might be, that's okay, because basically people will feel like they cheated the system by getting in late. So they'll think, hey, it's 1 a.m. in the morning and I still see the special deal, so I'm going to jump on it right now. Ha 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 ha. And they think that they're basically taking advantage of you, but really they're just making you an extra sale. So definitely keep that in mind right there. Now, you want to eventually take, the discount deal or the bonus down, but you want to make sure that you don't have to do it precisely at midnight then. Now, you can use this method and see a lot more money that will come in way faster. So hopefully you guys can take advantage of the special method that we use right here, because it's made us a lot of money. I know it will make you guys a lot of money as well. And if you want to use the countdown timers without having to be a techie, make sure again to check out the site you see here. Again, it's timermagic.com. Again, it's timermagic.com right there. You can see it in action. You can see all the features of it right there. Super awesome deal as well right there. And we use that a lot. We know a lot of guys that have used that. They think that's the easiest countdown timer out there, and a really awesome deal. And in addition, if you don't have Webfire yet, and over a couple dozen tools to help you get more traffic, leads, ranking, sales, and exposure online, make sure to watch the replay below to see how all of its tools and stuff can help you get more traffic, leads, rankings, and sales online. So make sure you check out that link you see right here, which is at getwebfire.com/replay/WF. So make sure you check out that link right there if you want to hear more about Webfire and all the tools that we use to get more traffic, rankings, leads, and exposure online. And lastly, we have a special deal where you can get some awesome freebies and some templates for this method. So if you want the exact templates that we use, the exact email templates that we use with the subject lines and what we write in the body, all that right there. So you can basically tweak it to fit whatever you want right there. We have a special deal for you where you can actually grab that for free as a bonus, as well as if you want to get a free copy of Timer Magic as well. We have a special deal for you. If you look at the link above, we actually mention what that deal is, and you can actually we have a special deal on there's essentially an autoresponder business out there where you can have a huge list for a fraction of the price of a lot of the other autoresponders out there. And this is actually a good one. There's a lot of autoresponders out there that don't have good deliverability. This is one that has some, serious servers. This is a serious business. We've known the guy for a long time. He's been in the email marketing business for a long time. He's been in the autoresponder business for a long time. There's a special awesome deal right there that you can take advantage of to get either your own autoresponder to start to build a list to use this method on, or to have as a good backup to your existing list. So everyone needs a good backup rather than having all your eggs in one basket. This is a good way to take advantage of that. And on top of that, if you use the link that you see above to really take advantage of that, we'll actually throw in a free copy of the Timer Magic tool, as well as a free copy of all of our templates and subject lines and the email body text and all that for the 3-day countdown method. So you can get all that for free as a bonus. Just follow the instructions above. Once you basically purchase through that link, just forward your receipt to the email that you see there, all laid out above, and we'll pass on the free copy of Timer Magic, as well as all the templates and everything for the 3-day method that we just talked about right here. So definitely make sure to take advantage of that because the deal is only actually good for a few more days. So the autoresponder business, they only have the deal up for a few days. So if you want to check it out, make sure to read the details on that above this video. And if you have any questions or anything like that, leave a comment below with your questions or your comments, and we'll be sure to answer them. So again, any questions or any comments at all, feel free to leave them. And if you want a chance to win $100, you can do so by leaving any comment, like what you thought, suggestions for future videos, so on and so forth, anything. And you can do that at getwebfire.com/FB group. That will forward you to the Facebook page. Again, that's where you'll see this video. And if you leave a comment below this video that you see right here, that's where we'll basically answer all of your questions, and we'll also pick a random winner to win $100. Likes and shares are also greatly appreciated, so we continue to make these free trainings as well. So definitely make sure to join our free group if you're not a member of it already. Again, it's all free. And leave a comment or question or anything you want below this video, and not only will we answer them, but you also get a chance to win $100 as well. So with that, hope you use this method and hope you make a lot of money super fast from it. So hope you have a great rest of the week. Talk to you guys next week.